let's get this timer going. Let's start on go. You ready?
Yep, just count me down.
Alright. 3, 2, 1, go. This is a nice little indie game made by Dragon6. Simple mechanic of hack and slash with strong and weak attacks. We have a boost feature. All the information is in the bottom right hand corner. Our blue bar is our boost, our green bar is our health, and it may be hard to see what our lives are on the upper left hand corner. Yeah, stop. Stop. I apologize, stream, but apparently my parents decided to walk into this room right in the middle, but I'm busy right now, please just leave. Thank you, though. I do apologize. So we've got 4 platforms to work with. So Y is to attack. Pressing B procs a charged attack or a heavy attack, which we can use to perform heavy hits that increase our yellow meter or an orange meter that's above our health bar. High quality streaming experience. There's something going on. Yeah, that is actually how I kind of have to speak to my parents, because they caused a lot of problems, and I don't want to talk about that on stream. This is just... I'm gonna just have to focus on this game, because he should be dead in 2 cycles. Wow, I am just doing really badly right now. Yeah. Alright, so that was Kratos. He's got a very brutish. The stream's still going pretty bad. Alright, these red enemies are probably the worst thing that we can fight, as they come in large numbers, and they throw these landmines on the ground, and you get to see the hurt box of those landmines. So with that, oh wow. So with those landmines, any sorts of damage you take will knock you back. So those mines can be very easily forgotten. Just walk straight into them. Alright, so this game finally introduces us to switches. Switches are activated when they turn green, and some switches like this, they are like this one here, they're guarded, so as much as we want to just press that button, we can't. Yeah, this guy walked in, this red guy here walked in, and we really don't want him to be a part of this party. I can't press buttons. My hands are literally frozen. So about these hammer guys, I would be dead. Please, game. So about the guys with these hammers here, they have a set attack pattern every time. So when they start attacking, they'll swing their hammer horizontally and then slam it down vertically. And they're about clear the area. So we're going to go out of our way here and pass all those red units. And we're going to go to the hardest room first. We are at a very low amount of health. Please. I would have charged in by now, but I don't trust my cold fingers to carry me. I don't like where I dashed there. So many a times, I'm going to block a lot of the hits and then try to go around with these units. And this room is probably the worst singular room in the game. Oh, I shouldn't say that. It is quite easy and quite small to please activate the button. It's quite easy to get caught and chained by two of those hammer-wielding units. We're just going to try to boost our way as possible. Every time we enter a room, or every time we do a screen transition from one room to the other, we gain our boost levels back. So we can just time our boosts accordingly. And right at the end, try to use all of our boosts near the end. This is going well so far. So we're going to try to time our boost gauge so that we finish near a door, and it will refill on us instantly. Now, there were 3 difficulties at the beginning of the game, and they were easy, normal, and hard. We choose easy simply because the harder difficulties increase the damage they deal and their health pool. I want to focus on change 2 of the red unit. Alright, so as I mentioned, these red units, they are not fun to deal with. My timing is way off right now. Please attack. This is... If done correctly, this room can be done without taking a single point of damage. But as you can see, things are not going so well. Yeah, so we had to kite a lot of those units and make sure that those shots never reach us. And yes, thank you for the host. I can't read that name. Then again, I'm freezing to death, so I think my priorities are kind of out of order right now. Right. This is the first time we encounter a room where enemies respawn, and that may be a huge waste of time to just go through this room every time. Yeah, this room resets every time we go through it, so that seems like a huge waste of time. But if we went the other path, it would have been 3 fights, and those 3 fights respawn. So that would have been a real hassle. This door first. I need my boost page up. Oh, and that's why you don't want to get hit by any of them. They really go at you. Now, I haven't really mentioned this yet, but I am picking up these discs. You know, like the CD discs kind of thing. I know they exist in this video game. They're pretty much obsolete at this point, but we pick these discs up to open the colored doors associated with it. Okay, so the game on Chapter 4, the game introduces us to these knights, and these are the real enemies that we should be concerned about. They can block, and if we're careless about our decisions, they will counter-attack and cause a lot of problems, as if this counter-attack has this really long stun, you kind of pin off the shield. Yeah, they've got a longsword, and they have 2 attack patterns. I was careless. So they can attack 3 times with a triple swing, and then you can counter. You do a counter attack, or they can do a very long lunge sort of attack that you'd have to pay attention to which one they're doing in order to do the correct timing to do a counter attack. So here we are, another really annoying room. Annoying, yes, but still manageable compared to the other. I can't guard if my life depended on it. Please. I'm gonna die here, aren't I? Yes. Oh. Okay, well, luckily the game just resets the room. I have no idea how I'm going to play Chantilly's with freezing temperatures. That game does require a lot of attention. Holy cow, my reaction is so bad right now. Let's pick up that disc and try to end our boost right on this plate, and that'll give us a little bit of time to regenerate our boost. Okay. Now, yeah, we're just gonna skip all these red enemies in this room. Here's another button. Turns out there's nothing guarding it. Who knew? We're gonna skip all these enemies here. And now we need to do a little bit of boost management. Just kind of walk off the rest of this, as we're gonna encounter another set of enemies. I want this red guy, because landmines are probably the most annoying thing in the game. And we should have enough boost to go through this door. Alright, 3 more re-red enemies that are guarding this button. 2 hammers. A lot of it's just kind of figuring out where enemies are throwing their stuff at you and when they're going to attack. There's really not too much to talk about. More of a hack and slash kind of thing. Not too many mechanics to speak of. And it's somewhat to attack. Either me or you. Pick one. Did I not press the button? I didn't press the button. Well then. Alright, now we'll boost a little bit early. We're gonna take another elevator up. And this will lead us to, surprisingly, a trap. Who knew? A lot of weak enemies here. These blue suit guys do have some shield above them. That little blue meter. Now another set of enemies just spawned back there. Yeah, we can just ignore them. Big room, right? No, completely, there's nothing in there. Alright, chapter 5. Dome Core. This chapter is sort of like a maze. It's kind of all over the place. We're not entirely sure why they made it this way. Now, we've got 4 rooms to go into. First, we exited one door to then immediately go to the door that was nearby. Come on. We do need to pay attention to this guy. What? Okay. Nope. Nice. Yeah, these guys can all attack at they won't attack at the same time, but they can attack when the other one is down. Or like when they're out of shields. So that's why I need to pay a little bit more attention to what's going. Now, we have 4 doors to go through. And I need this blue disc in order to open the door that's directly to the right of it. Holy cow! Okay, somebody's Steam messaging me and I completely forgot to go offline. I'd love to kind of tap out and let them know to drop by the stream, but it would pause the game. Now you may have noticed I left this door here and not done anything. Switch is right next to the entrance there, and that resets our boost gauge goes through the exit door to proceed to the last section. I do need to be careful to not go straight through those pillars. There is a trigger that spawns a group of enemies. And those enemies are actually all really tanky, high health, hammer wielding, laser shooting knights that block all your stuff, blue guys with shields. You don't want to, you really don't want to walk into that. Yeah, this game is enjoyable. It's a pretty short game. I think my hands are warming up now because that was a pretty good transition. So I'm gonna bait this guy really close to where I need to go. Come here. I'm just gonna push him in the direction where things are gonna spawn. Lots of really aggressive enemies going on. I want to switch to the blue guy. Or not. Okay, so we finally cleared the worst room in the game. It has something like 27 enemies or so. I'm probably counting wrong. 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 14? Oh, wrong room. Yeah, it's about 14 enemies. And you need to do it all in one line, or they respawn. Now, I could have just boosted to the center, but as I mentioned before, we don't want to trigger enemies, so we just go around. Big open room. More enemies. Who would have thought that? To recharge some shields. I'm gonna switch over to that ranged guy in the back there. Couldn't finish him fast enough. Please, that was a horrible reaction. No! Oh, no, this is horrible. That's what I kind of meant when enemies kind of chain you. I'll pick up this health just in case. Well, good thing I picked up the health. So we went all that way to pick up a blue disc on the other side of the room to pick up this orange disc, which will allow us to open the doors to the exit. It's okay. We run out of boost a little bit earlier. Right. So we finally reached the final chapter, and we're gonna fight the greatest evil of all anima, and I don't want to run out of shields. He's got a set of attacks. There was the charge there, and sometimes he's really a jerk, laughs. When he says take that, he's gonna shoot a laser beam. When he says come here, he's going to try to do a three slash attack. Yeah, he's just mocking us at this point. I wasn't paying attention. Yeah, he really wants to mock us today. Alright, if you insist, I'll come next. I'll come here. At half health, he will spawn his shield and change the way he... that was safety measures. He sometimes does an attack which... sometimes when he decides to do a 3-hit combo, he'll cancel the last hit and slam the ground with an energy blast, and it deals a ton of damage. And we don't want to risk taking that at all. We're talking like 20% of your health. Oh, ow. Oh, yeah, like that. Get ready on time. He's just about over. Oh, wow, he is still kicking. Alright, he's gone. He's done for. So when the screen turns white, that's time. And... time.
I have 2553.
Nice. I heard that the stream was kind of going all out of whack. Is it? Okay.
Seems fine to me.
Yeah, we're done here. So I'd really like to say that this game has a wonderful soundtrack, despite being made by one person. So yeah, you guys should go check out this game. It's Proxy Blade Zero. You can grab it on Steam. And seeing how the winter sale is coming out, or if it hasn't already arrived, you can get this game for about $5.
Okay, awesome. Next up we have Geist coming by Linkums, so I'm just gonna quickly set that up and we'll be back live in a minute. Thanks again for the run.
And get hyped for that.